Okay, I absolutely had no idea how much there was actually on this ship to see. Hello, good morning, and welcome back to a fan band vlog, but not just any fan band vlog. Today I'm going to be giving you insider's look at the Carnival Breeze cruise ship. That's right, the entire thing from top to bottom. If you are cruising on Carnival Breeze, soon I am going to be walking you through everything on board, deck by deck, so you know exactly what to expect.
So this is where you're going to be spending a lot of time on your Carnival Breeze. This whole area is basically the heart of the ship, especially if you're traveling with kids. This is kind of where everything is happening all day long. You've got water slides going, kids running around, music playing. It's just a very high vibe energy. Something I noticed very quickly is that this area fills up fast. So if you're looking for a good chair, you definitely want to come out here early. But once you're out here, it's honestly such a fun vibe. Like, it really does feel like you're on vacation the second that you step onto this deck with all these water slides, the music going, the people laughing, kids playing. And then also on this same deck, you have food options. Literally like footsteps away, which is actually dangerous because we found ourselves coming back here way more than we actually planned to. But it's just so convenient. You don't have to go far. You don't have to overthink it. Everything is right here on this deck all together. And this is honestly why I feel like this area stays so busy, is because it's not just the pool, it's everything you need all in one place. So if you're someone who loves being in the middle of everything, this is definitely where you're going to be wanting to hang out. Okay, but we have to talk about the food because this is actually one of the biggest surprises for me on this trip. So here's the Lido marketplace where you're gonna find pretty much everything throughout the day. And what I loved is that it's just not one type of food. There's so many different options depending on what you're in the mood for. Especially whenever it came to breakfast, this is where we came every single morning because it was just easy, quick, and the kids could pick exactly what they want. And I definitely say by the looks of it, I had two very happy kiddos. And then of course we found ourselves back at the Blue Iguana because tacos were actually delicious, and the same thing with Guy's Burger, which I'm sure that you've heard about. It is absolutely phenomenal, but seriously, it lives up to the hype every single time. It is so good. My kids were begging to come back here and eat. Then somewhere else I wanted to highlight on the ship was actually this coffee bar. I honestly don't remember what deck this is on. I think maybe 5, but I definitely found it, and it was perfect for slower mornings when I just wanted something a little extra. If you're someone who likes to try things a little bit differently, they do also have options like bonsai, which is great if you're wanting something out of like the buffet style food. And then our first night we actually did eat in the main dining hall. I have to say, the service and the food was absolutely amazing. They did an incredible job. And this right here was hands down one of the best parts of the entire trip for our family. This is Camp Ocean, and I cannot even explain how much my kids love this place. Like, I felt like all of my clips from these vlogs were from here, but it was because my kids literally wanted to go back every single day, which as a parent was kind of amazing. And I mean, truly, the staff in here are so amazing. They had non-stop activities going on the entire time. And if you keep your eyes peeled, there's even some more like family style events where I was able to come in here and play bingo with the kids. So this place is truly fun for everyone. Also, if you ever are in doubt, everything is actually listed right in the app, so you always know what's going on throughout the day. And don't you worry, they don't leave out older kids because they have spaces like Circle C and Club O2. Which I've literally been cruising for so long that I actually have gone in and participated in the Club O2, and it was actually fun. But seriously, every time I passed by, they are packed with kids. And then somewhere else I wanted to highlight on the ship was the warehouse arcade. The first time we sailed on the Carnival Breeze, we spent so much time. But one of my favorite moments from this trip was actually whenever we celebrated Dr. Seuss's birthday. The kids club put on a parade, story time, a dance party, and then it basically ended with cake and ice cream and any type of sweet you could possibly think of. I'm telling you, the family entertainment is unmatched. It felt like there was always something going on for myself or for the kids. And then even outside of like the kids clubs, there's always something happening just on the ship in general. Think live music, trivia, little events happening throughout the day, dance parties out on the Lido deck. And then they have the Ovation Theater, which is where they basically hold and host all of the big events. So think like game shows, bingos, Q&As, safety events, dance parties. So there's truly something always to do, and I am telling you, if you get the chance, go watch the game shows. Those are my absolute favorite. I had a blast, and so many people walked away with cash. It was amazing. Now, if you're not someone who wants to be all up in the chaos all the time, this is going to be the spot where you want to come. This is actually the Serenity area, and it is completely adults only. And the true difference in energy over here is honestly kind of wild because it's just quiet, it's slower, and it feels like you can actually relax. And I'm not sure if maybe it was just the time of the year that we've come, but every time I've walked through the Serenity area, there was still so many seats available. Make sure you put this on your list to check out.
And obviously, if you're someone who's looking for more quiet or adult time, there are always spots for that too. You can find that all in the Serenity. I've actually gone down in their spa section and it is amazing. So you could literally put your kids in Camp Ocean and then go and enjoy a nice relaxing afternoon in the spa, jacuzzis, quiet zones, all of that.
Also, if you move briefly inside, this is definitely where you're going to want to be. They have the Cloud9 Spa, which is perfect if you really want to take relaxation to the next level. And then if you're still someone who wants to stay active while you're out on the sea, then they also have the fitness center. Also, if you want to escape the main area, there is a pool all the way on the back of the ship here where you can find not as crowded. And then there were a few spots on the ship that I feel like people don't really talk about, but right here is the photo gallery, and this is where you can come and see all the pictures that you've had taken throughout your trip and get professional photos done, which is honestly so fun, but it can be a little dangerous because you're gonna want all of the pictures. And then right next to that, we have Cherry on Top, which is basically a full candy shop on the ship. And yes, we definitely spent some time in here. It is so yummy. And they also have the Carnival shop, which has so many little things you can grab to remember your trip. And truly, they had so many different types of souvenirs for every single person, no matter what you liked. I'm sure they had it inside of this shop somewhere. And next up was one of the most fun spots to be at night. This is Piano Bar 88, and every single night, I kid you not, it was so packed. If you love live music, this is a place you're gonna have to check out. And then outside, you cannot forget about things like the ropes course, mini golf, and even little spots like this that the kids were absolutely obsessed with. And honestly, I feel like this is what makes the ship so much fun. There's always something new to find. And overall, this ship has just completely surprised me.
Next up is going to be our Cozumel vlog. But first, I'll show you somewhere up here, our sea day and our ocean view room. Be sure to go check those out. Those are both great ones. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!